Do you like Swiss cheese? Yeah. Might jump.
You working? Is the camera working? Can't see a light. Oh, anyway, I'll give it a go. G'day YouTubers, I'm Dodger Mohr and welcome to my channel. Well, today we're going to be doing an overnight camping trip and we'll be using the KLX 250S and the XT 250. Terry from work, he'll be joining me and he'll be riding the Kawasaki and I will be riding the Yamaha. Our journey is to start from Bayswater, head up towards Yarra Glen, and then from Yarra Glen towards Tangi, and then Tangi to Murrindindi. And we will be camping in Murrindindi for the night, and tomorrow, well, we're not too sure which way we're coming back. So grab yourself a beverage, sit back and enjoy the ride with us. Yarra Glen, just a quick pit stop. Terry had too many coffees this morning, so yeah, once she comes back out again we'll hit the road and off to Dixons Creek, and then we'll take the old Tangi road up to Tangi. Okay, we just stopped in Yarra Glen. Terry had to go to the toilet. We needed to fill up on fuel, so we're all right to go now. Our next fuel stop will probably be in the area of Yay. Yeah, so what we're doing now is we're just going to go to Dixons Creek, and then from Dixons Creek there's a dirt road that runs all the way up through to Tangi, which is the old Tangi road. Yeah, Yarra Glen is renowned for its wineries, and a lot of good quality wine comes from here. There's a few winery vineyards on the left hand side of me now. It's a beautiful area. So those mountains in the distance is what we're going to be riding through and over, and we'll be heading through Tangi first, which is pretty well close to the peak of that mountain up there, and then from there we head down towards Murrindindi. Yeah, I said to Terry that because we're doing this ride during the week, got to watch out for log trucks. There's a couple already here. Once we get onto the dirt roads, there's yeah, you got to watch out for them. They come around corners pretty quick, and yeah. So we're in Dixons Creek now. Just looking for this turn off towards the right. It's a real tricky one because it just pops up on you. But yeah, I think it's coming up here. But yeah, look at all the wineries around here. It's a lovely area. So we're now heading on to Old Tangi Road. So I'm going to let Terry lead the way for a little bit. More or less this road goes through to Tangi. I told him when you get to the end there's a whole heap of letterboxes to the left. Just pull up there. He's going for it. Yeah, it's doing alright. Now a couple of weeks back, Terry and I went for just a bit of a dirt ride up towards Mount Dandenong. That was his first experience on the dirt, so this is going to be a bit more dirt than we did the previous time. We're going to drop back a little bit on the dusty side. It's good when the wind blows across because it gets rid of it, but as soon as I get stuck right behind Terry, it's dust in my face. Now, I warned Terry about some of these corners. They're a little bit deceptive, so I'll see how he goes. He seems to be doing alright. Oh yeah. Yeah, he looks like he slid out there a little bit. Yeah, we're saying that having the bags on it made the bike feel really different from the previous ride that he had on it. And I said, well, you know, that's just it. You know, when you do adventure riding, and a lot of people, when you don't realise that the weight that you actually have to carry in some of your camping gear. I mean, I've got ultra light camping gear, but it still mounts up to a good 10 kilos. That was good. He wasn't too sure of which way to go. Yeah, so if you're into adventure riding, this is not a bad little beginner road to do. It's a little bit loose on the gravel side, but and it's got some good corners and great views. So yeah, we're at the top part of the Old Tangi Road. We'll be coming to a main road, which we're just going to have to do a couple of k's on to get us back onto the bush roads again. So I told him to stop at the letterboxes. We'll have a bit of a chat.
So,
all good?
Ostrich or something in front of me.
Yeah?
Maybe ostrich cut across.
Ostrich?
Yeah.
Shit.
Or something.
Okay, we've just made a right hand turn onto the King Lake Hillsville Road, and our next turn will be left and we'll be heading into the Tangi Forest. Okay, so we're going to be turning off now onto Sprague's Road. So Tangi's renowned for strawberries. They grow strawberries here. There's not much of a township, it's just a pub. Okay, so we're now heading into the Tangi State Forest, and the road should turn to gravel pretty soon. Okay, we're going to make a right hand turn here, and I'm not too sure of the name of this track, but I'll put it up for your viewers. The sign's been taken down. Probably used for firewood. Unfortunately, there are idiots around. Yeah, the temperature's a little bit cooler in here now. We're in a sort of fern rainforest. It's actually quite pleasant. Back in Yarra Glen it was getting quite warm. Well, today's prediction is 30 degrees. Probably going to be 32 roughly, or a little bit more where we're going. Up in Murrindindi, because it's on the other side of the dividing range. And that's what we're riding over today. Yeah, we're pretty fortunate having a great place to ride like this. I mean, there's so many little tracks that run off here and through here. There's a lot of single trails and stuff like that. We're just going to be sticking to the main dirt roads. We might see later on today, we might go and hit a few single trails or stuff like that around Murrindindi once we offload all the camping gear. There's nothing better than coming out towards the forest or into the bush. We're very fortunate, that's for sure. Okay, we're going to make a left-hand turn here, or sort of, the road just continues, but it's actually like a left-hand turn. Again, I'll list the name of the track on there, down the bottom of the description. Oh, hang on, let's see what we're going on. I think it was Blowheart track, or Blowheart Road. But yeah, I'll list all the tracks or the roads that we're going on once I get home. Yeah, well, Terry's just behind me. He's doing well. It's getting covered in dust. Payback time. Okay, we're going to make a left-hand turn here, and this should take us down to the big tree, and I can't think of the name of the tree. So it's Grattan's track. So there we go. Oh, all the bees. Yeah, it's not a bad little track, this one. We've got a steep decline coming, or steep descent coming up soon. And yeah, let's see how we go. Just take our time going down it. You can see the track hasn't been used that much with all the green in the middle. It actually gets quite moist up here in winter. At the moment it's still pretty dry. And we're just in autumn now, so it's probably going to take a little while. But in winter time, where this track can be a bit of a challenge, especially the steep part. Yep, now we're going downhill. And there's a little bit of moisture around. This red clay can be quite lethal. Put you down in a heartbeat when it's wet. Terry will be noticing as the bike's going to be sliding around a little bit, because I never ever got round to doing the bloody tyre again. But I've got tyre levers with me now. If we have a puncture, well, we should be right. Okay. We're nearly down the bottom, and just got to get through this mud section. Yep, it is slippery even with Nan's bike, and she's got good tyres on this thing. Okay, so we're now down at the bottom of this track, and I don't know the name of the road that we're going on to, but we're going to be stopping here and having a look at the big tree.
You enjoy that a little bit?
I haven't done that before, but I enjoyed it.
Were you sliding around a bit? Sliding around a bit?
Yeah.
Kalatha Giant tree walk.
So yeah, we're going to do a bit of walking now. Hopefully it's not too far. I think it's only about 5 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Let's go.
Pretty far from here, that is.
Yeah. Well, they are around a fair bit, lyrebirds. Every time I go out I always see a lyrebird and I always see an echidna. And wallabies, of course. If you want to go down there, go for it. I don't think there's anybody around to police it. Okay, so that was the Kalatha tree. That's quite a big tree actually. So I'm not too sure the name of this track or road, but it takes us up to an intersection which takes us onto, I think, Sylvia or road, which runs all the way around down to Murrindindi. Okay, so now we're going to be turning left here, and I've got to just make sure that Sylvia Creek Road, and it's 15 k's to Murrindindi, so it's not that far. So we'll get getting there, be able to set up camp and maybe go out for another ride. Perfect. Oh, corrugations. The Sylvia Creek Road is probably one of the main roads that runs through this area, and one thing that we're going to have to be mindful of is log trucks. So some of the cornering, we're just going to have to take it a little bit easier and not swing it out too wide unless we've got clear view. Because the trucks, when they come down through this area, they're not holding back, they're going for it. Yeah, this is all eucalyptus forest, and yes, they do log this area. But what they do is they just do sections at a time. Anything that's old world forest, they tend to leave. If you can notice, there's a few dead trees there. That was from the last fires that came through this area. It was about 9 years ago, if not more. Yeah, this whole area just got totally devastated, totally burnt out. So a lot of this vegetation is reasonably new. When I say new, 10 years maybe. Okay, we're in the Murrindindi area. So we're not far from our campsite. We'll set up camp. And then we'll probably go and pick up some supplies from Yay and make a better ride of it. That doesn't look too bad down there, that's the ferns. There's quite a lot of camping around here, and it should be reasonably quiet being the middle of the week. So far I've only come across one car. We'll go to the main area and see about registering for camping. It is, I think, done by donation. We've got a donation box here. So we'll go and check it out. So this is a water gauge campground. Looks quite nice. We might just park the bikes and have a bit of a look around first. We'll check out this one here. This one looks alright. Number 35. Well, YouTubers, we've got our campsite. We've set up the tents and all that. Unpacked everything, so now we're going to use the bikes to go to Yay and pick up some supplies. So yeah, I'll show you the tents and our setup. Terry's got a what, a 2-manner or a 3-manner?
That is a 2.
There you go, 2-manner tent, and I'm using the bivvy. If you haven't heard of one of those, I'll show you right now. So that's Terry's tent, and that's Dodger Mohr's bivvy bag. So basically it's like a swag, but lightweight, and the bikes are parked just there. So yeah, we're just heading now down to the entrance to Murrindindi Park, and we're going to go and register our campsite and pay for it. And then once we've done that, we're going to shoot off to Yay, pick up a 6-pack of beer, Come back, light up a fire, cook dinner. Well, that's nice and cheap. It's $3 per motorcycle for the night, so $6 for tonight's camping. Well, we were going to go and pay, but there's no forms to fill out, so we really can't do much apart from wait for the ranger to come round. But in the meantime, let's go and grab a six-pack. So yeah, we're going to try and get to Yay, but we're going to try and take a dirt road there, so we're going to try a few different tracks. Hopefully we can work out a way to get there. I know there is a few tracks to go out towards Yark, so that's in the direction of Yay, so yeah, let's see what happens. Well, we've come across our first obstacle. We obviously can't get through there, so we must have to go through there. Marginal road. I'm hoping this comes out to the main road, because otherwise, yeah, because I know Marginal Road heads towards Tangi, where we just came from. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Well, we've just entered back into Tangi State Forest again. I'm going to see if we can get onto the main road from here. Unfortunately, the road that I was intending to go along has been closed because they're doing some bridge work. But our next turn needs to be towards the right. Otherwise, if we'd make a left-hand turn, we're just going to head up back up to Tangi. And if we keep going on this road, it's just going to take us back to Tangi. Let's see if this goes somewhere. Well, it's not looking too promising. Oh yeah, okay. Well, we're heading back this way. Apparently the GPS is telling us to go this way, but I've got a funny feeling it's just going to take us back to that bridge again. Oh well, let Terry have a little bit of a play around in the bush, try and work out exactly where we're going. We might actually have to talk to the people and see at the campsite and find out how we can get to Yay. I'm trying to keep out of his path, his dust path, which is not easy to do. So if the footage is a little bit dirty, I'm sure you understand. Okay, we just spoke to the workers. Basically we're going to take Marginal Road, and he said there will be a couple of detour signs coming up which will turn us in the direction of Melbourne Highway. So we're just going to have to take the main road into Yay, which is a bit unfortunate because some of the dirt roads that go through towards Yay and Yark and all that, they're pretty good, but we just needed to get over that one bloody bridge, and all the tracks, they veer off from there. Otherwise, if we had to go back in the opposite direction, then we're heading towards Buxton and then cut across from there, and personally I think this is probably the better option. Okay, well, the detour sign said to go down here, so, and he did mention something about a graded road, so this must be it. Tell you what, you wouldn't want to hit this in the wet. Won't be the easiest road to get out on. Well, I've never been this way, so it'll be interesting where it comes out. Yeah, it's not too bad, this road. Okay, detour straight up this way. Not very clear detour signs, but I'm hoping they're there for us. This is a bit of an arse about way to get down to Yay, that's for sure. Yeah, you wouldn't want to have a normal car to come down through here. Definitely a four-wheel drive track. Bloody big rocks everywhere. And there's a grader up the road too. That's why there's big rocks on the road. Oh shit. Hopefully they'll be finished on the way back, because we're most likely going to have to come back the same way because of that bridge. Because all the other tracks that I was thinking about taking are on the other side of that river. And it doesn't look like there's any other way to go across it either. Well, it looks like a fire's gone through this section not so long ago. Trees are all black. New vegetation's quite low. Well, this is looking a little bit more promising. We're out in the fields area, so we're out of the forest, so we mustn't be too far away from Melbourne Highway, surely. What do you do for a 6-pack of beer? Oh well, I must admit I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I sort of got a rough idea of where I am. Okay, YouTubers. I'll stop recording for a little while, I think. Until we get to Yay. If we ever get to Yay. Where the hell is Yay? Okay, we're on Tar Road. I would say Yay is going to be to the right of us. So this is the Melbourne Highway. Unfortunately, we're going to be travelling on this for about 20 k's. So this is where we're supposed to come out. Yeah, Murrindindi Scenic Reserve, 9 kilometres. We've just done 30 kilometres to get to this spot. The old Devlin Bridge. Okay, I know where I am now. Well, I've been on this road now for 10 minutes and it's boring the shit out of me. Oh well, it's the way it goes. See, there's a sign of Murrindindi there, but we can't go through because of the bridge. Okay. We're heading into Yay now. So what did we come here for? Well, we'll definitely need fuel. And I think we're going to have to grab some beers. That's right. 6-pack of beer. Okay, so we've filled up with petrol. Terry just tried to clean himself. He's just absolutely covered in dust. So yeah, off to the grocery shop, grab some drinks. Terry said he wants to stock up on a little bit of extra food. So yeah, and we're starting to get a few raindrops, which is not good. I'm hoping it's not going to rain tonight, because I'm in the bivvy today. Bivvy is waterproof, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be very comfortable if it's raining. Okay. I know, tell me about it. It's starting to rain, it's not good. So we're back at the campsite. Yeah, a bit of a boring ride back from Yay. We've picked up on supplies. So yeah, we got our drinks. Well, the campfire's roaring. Cherry's all dusty.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just depends. When I want to record something, I get lost for words sometimes. Just pisses me off. You know the best thing to do? Just to start doing motovlogging. I'm starting to get real comfortable about talking to the camera now.
What are you going to do if it jumps up onto you? Just get ready with your boot, just in case.
Remember that video on YouTube? Someone actually punched it out.
Yeah. So my bivvy bag's all ready. It's going to be an interesting night. There's a few wallabies around, and they're very, very inquisitive. Oi. So what do you want? That's all the empty cans. You want to feed him, Terry? Poor old Terry, he got bitten by it.